Welcome to the Real Dirty Bird YouTube channel, where today we're getting into our first ever series of Let's Play for Farming Simulator 19. Today we are at Mercer County, Ohio, I want to say, and the map's a solid map so far from what I've gathered. It's by MRG Mapping. It's my first time ever playing any of their stuff, but I've gone around and I spent the first 2.5 hours of the day in 5 times mode. And just checking out to see what I was going to do. It's pretty massive. Like I said, it's 4x. I think it's 4x. Just kind of gather around what I want to do for this map. And I think for now, for the time being, just going to work on some crops, get some money in, and then possibly switch over, and get some cows going out of here. That's a nice little setup so far for them. And hopefully we can, roll in some money and pay for a few head of cattle and get the show rolling. But as of now, it's just, I mean, look at it, it's pretty gnarly. I like it. My thought here is this field, eventually I'm gonna let it go, I'm gonna buy it out and use it just to cut the grass and use it for hopefully for the cows in the future. For now, what I think I'm gonna do, which I was already looking over, thinking this into my head before I started hitting record on this video, was just to see what we have available nearby, and everything pretty much is already harvested. 19s are a solid choice. One, I really just don't feel like plowing right now, nor do I have a plow, and it's just eventually I'll get there to do that. But field 19 looks like it was just out beforehand, so we're just gonna go ahead and take the cultivator out there. Well, we're gonna purchase the land first, take the cultivator out there, and cultivate that up. And hopefully turn it around and make it, I think, we're gonna do some wheat or barley on 19. As you can tell, I'm playing seasons, and I'm using the Midwest. I took a look at the Ohio one, and it's just, I didn't feel like scrolling through early spring and waiting for summertime to hit so I can start planting. But for now, let's hop into our tractor and hook up to the cultivator that's on the back side of this barn, and then purchase the field 19 and head over there and get to work. So field 19 is going to be, as you can tell, $250,000 and some change. And so we're just going to go ahead and pull the trigger on that. We're only starting off with 500,000. I did the start from scratch when I started this map. I like a challenge, so let's go ahead and purchase this. Sure. And right now we do have the 6155 John Deere hooked up to the agro, and it's only down the road. You gotta take a little dirt road off the side and get to work. Go ahead and start her up. Here we are at field 19. Like I said, it's literally right down the road. Farm's still there. Well, I'm thinking what I'm going to do now is probably just get a couple headrows in, or headlands in, and in a counterclockwise. Sorry, let's go clockwise. We're just going to go clockwise. Sorry, clockwise headland, maybe about two of them, I think, and then hopefully we should be done before. We should be done before the sun comes down, and then time to hopefully start planting our crop here. I don't know if we're gonna have to fertilize it beforehand, because I think it's already fertilized. But let's get to work. I'm gonna set a cruise. How do you guys usually cultivate? You just guys set a cruise, or you just line her up and let someone do it? Hire somebody. We're gonna start this clockwise. Get all this oats out of here, and go ahead and lay down some wheat. That way we can get one, crop, two, we can get the straw to help us start building bedding and things like that for the cows in the near future. So usually I play with a hired worker or course play, not gonna lie. I just like the way, one, how horseplay is, two, what you can do with it, and just there's some I'm still learning how to do it. But I remember when it came out around the time, I think like during FS19, and I was playing with a bunch of buddies online multiplayer. We had our own little map, and I forgot what it was, the Great Plains, massive map. Like we couldn't, well, at the time multiplayer wasn't allowed, but like just playing it single player and using course play was just golden on big maps like that. And I generally play like that, and this is one of the few times where I actually will sit here and take over the duties of field work. But hopefully I'll snap that habit of having add-ons help out. I mean, but that's why they're there, and they're really great mods to add on to sometimes. I'm gonna go one more. Once I get back to that southeast corner, I'm gonna stop. Once I get back to that southeast corner, I'm going to stop. But until then, feel free to leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know what I should do for the better. And if you guys got any ideas or things that we could do on this map, or if you have this map and you know anything, tips or tricks that will help out in this series. But like I said, first time doing a let's play on Farming Simulator, but I've been playing for a while. Just never finally decided to pull the trigger on doing one. Once we get to that southeastern corner, we're just gonna go ahead and throw this into a time lapse, knock this field out, and once that's all done, we're just gonna go ahead and take her back to the farm, wash her up, see how time we have left in the day, and hopefully we can get to seeding. If not, we'll save it for tomorrow. We still have, I think right now, according to the season's calendar, we're good to plant. We'll take a look right before when it comes to the stop up here. We'll take a look. So right now, according to the season calendars, we can do wheat, barley, oat, canola, sunflowers, soybeans here in the next day or two, corn the next day or two, which I don't know if my planter, I think I have a planter. Got to take a look at that as well. I'm gonna do some wheat so I can get some straw. It's the quickest thing to harvest right now in the summertime. Plus I can get it down before, you know, fall hits, and hopefully get some winter crop beforehand. As you can tell, I'm only doing 6-day rotations. I could do 9 days, but it's just too long, and I'm really impatient. I just want to get things done as quick as possible. But for now, throw this in a time lapse. See you guys once this field is done. here we are, wrapping up the last few rows for cultivating field 19. Not gonna lie, I did use the helper. Had to do some things in the background, but got the job done. He did mess up a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoy a time lapse and some of the flyovers. Tried to make something out of it, some kind of cinematic feature in a way. I was also looking into more of MRG mapping and as well as this map. I'm not quite sure where the rest of the farms are at, but I know we're gonna eventually go explore and figure it out, you know. As we come to end here for this field, in this video, we're gonna wrap this field up, take the John Deere and implement back to the farm. I would have to buy a pressure washer, I do believe, and clean her off, figure out what we're gonna do next. If I have to fertilize it before planting, since technically it was already fertilized before I cultivated, I don't think I would have to do it again. And I'm not running precision, what's the new mod that they have out, precision farming. I'm not too sure if it's capable of running it on here for MRG. We're just gonna go ahead and fertilize it if we have to. Let me rephrase that. If we have to fertilize it, we're gonna go ahead and fertilize it and then get to planting some wheat. And that will happen in the episode 2. I feel like this video was long enough to get it out, chop it up, and make a nice little short video for you guys. Look, you guys want to sit through here for a 30-minute video of me doing this constantly. By any means, I'm not a real life farmer. I mean, the closest thing to farming I have done is my little pepper gardening outside and my raised garden beds, but that's about it. So if you guys see anything wrong, or if I need to do anything in this manner, or just whichever way, feel free to correct me. I got a thick skin, so I'm here to learn and provide some entertainment some way or another. Go ahead and fold in our cultivator. Take her on back. Take her on back, wash her up, and call it a day. I think it's about lunchtime for the dirty bird on Mercer County here. And find out where I want to plant. Oh, wrong button. Well, yeah. Go ahead and get a fertilizer. Sorry, a power washer. Probably right here, maybe. I have to purchase the farm. I hate to leave a dirty vehicle, but I did realize that you know, this farm right here costs about $500,000, and I don't feel like pulling out a loan. I could pull out a loan, but just for me to put a power washer on there, it'll be fine. I think I'll just put one out somewhere, or we'll figure it out. But for the time being, hate to leave you guys with a dirty tractor, but just don't look at it. You know, just look at the clouds. But until then, Field 19 is going to be, like I said, wheat. We're going to figure out if we need to fertilize it. If we have to fertilize it, we'll fertilize it. If we don't have to fertilize it, then we'll just go straight into planting. And then possibly fertilizing after planting the first stage growth, or the first growing phase. And then we'll fertilize it and we're gonna figure out if there's any, you know, stations around here that sell fertilizer, or have to go to the store and bag it up, load her up. Appreciate you guys watching the Real Dirty Bird YouTube channel for Let's Play episode 1 on Mercer County. I'll leave the links for MRG Mapping and all his social media, and a link for the download of the map as well. Feel free to check it out, support the mods, and we'll see you guys in episode 2.